Hi there. So it's August, which means Women in Translation Month, and this is like, I don't know if to say reading challenge, but it's one of my favorite things we do in the reading community as a whole. I think I've participated the past 2 or so years. Yeah, I've participated like for 2 years now, and I'm here again this year. So I wanted to give like 10 hopefuls I have for this month, Women in Translation Month. And yeah, I do not read so fast, so I'm not going to get to all of them, but I narrowed down to 10 out of like a long list I had. So yeah, let's get into it. The first one I'll say is probably like the major priority, and it's My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. So for this challenge, the past 2 years, I have read Elena Ferrante every August. So this is like the third year, and I decided it's finally time to get into it. It was number one on the New York Times' best books of the 21st century. Every of my reader friend like loves it, and they testify that it's one of the greatest things ever written, that like the series as a whole. So I think it's time. I'm going to be doing it this year, and yeah, it's my biggest priority. The second one on here is All the Lovers in the Night by Mieko Kawakami, who I have read before. I think I read her 2 years ago. I read Heaven. I did not love it so much, but it made me cry a lot, and that's the book to make me cry the most since A Little Life. So I know people really like this one. I want to give her another shot. I did not dislike Heaven, by the way. Next here, I put Territory of Light by Yuko Tsushima. I have read the first chapter of this book. I think I did last year, and I just left it, so I want to start it all over again and just like do the whole thing. Next one on here is Hurricane Season by Fernanda Melchor. People who I trust so much have recommended this and have said that her writing is very visceral. I don't know too much about it, but I'm sold. Next, I have The Vegetarian by Nobel Prize laureate Han Kang. She won the Nobel Prize last year. I've wanted to read this for like 3-4 years now, and I think this is the year I'm finally going to get to it. Next, I chose Elena Knows by Claudia Pinheiro, who I have also seen floating around here, and people who I trust once again have recommended this. Next, I put another very notable writer who she's not like the biggest, but she's very notable, and it's Clarice Lispector. So I chose The Hour of the Star to start because I don't know, I know I've heard she's very dense, her writing is very dense, and I chose one of her shortest works to just ease me into it. Next, I have I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. People who, like everybody, their fathers, their mothers, all my friends who have read this book swear that it's like what people say it is, that's one of the best things they have read. So I'm so excited, and the expectation for this one is through the roof, to be honest. Next, I chose Diary of a Void by Emi Yaki. I don't know if that's how you say her name, but I've had this on my TBR for like a little while now, so it's a hopeful, but I'm putting it on the list. I'm throwing in The Years by Annie Ernaux, another Nobel laureate, and people who I know that have read her really like testify to the goodness of her writing, and even one of my favorite singers is heavily inspired by her and her writing voice. So very excited to read this one. Just looked and realized I've said 10 already, but I'm throwing in one last one, and it's Her Side of the Story by Alba de Cespedes. This is an Italian writer, and this book was also recommended by Elena Ferrante. So I got an arc of this like 2 years ago at this point, and I've still not read it, and I think shame on me, but it's the biggest one on this list. So I don't know how likely it is, but I will try to get to it this month.